Now
there are different dates being spoken about and different scenarios, but the Ukrainian army has studied all of them and is ready for anything. We don't underestimate the threat in any way, but the possibility of escalation is considered to be relatively low regarding a large-scale invasion of Ukraine.
But President Biden still says a Russian invasion of Ukraine could happen in the next several days.
How high is the threat of a Russian invasion right now?
It's very high.
Why?
It's very high because they have not moved any of their troops out.
We want to check in now with our chief White House correspondent, James Rosen, for the latest developments this Friday. James, good afternoon.
Bianca and John, good afternoon once again to you. In an event that was hastily added to his schedule a little more than an hour ago, President Biden will now address the country from the Roosevelt Room here at the White House at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on the Russia-Ukraine crisis. Vice President Kamala Harris, as you noted, will not be here for it. That's because she is in Munich, Germany, leading the American delegation to the annual security conference there. Far from presiding over a troop drawdown, Russia, according to U.S. officials, now has as many as 190,000 troops mobilized along Ukraine's borders. That estimate is up nearly 30% from the estimate that President Biden offered publicly just 2 days ago. In a separate appearance in Munich, appearing visibly exhausted, Secretary of State Tony Blinken sought again to warn Russia and Beijing that they can't afford a Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Russia and China together are right now less than 20% of world GDP. The United States, Europe together, 45% of GDP. When we bring in some of our democratic partners from Asia, Japan, Korea, Australia, others, we're well over 50% of world GDP. That is a very powerful weight when it's acting in unison, and increasingly we are.
At the Kremlin, Russian Federation President Vladimir Putin hosted neighboring ally Alexander Lukashenko, president of Belarus. Lamenting the escalation in the Donbass, Putin renewed long-standing calls for Kiev to hold direct talks with the Russian-backed separatists there. Putin's chief European interlocutor in recent days, French President Emmanuel Macron, again urged Mr. Putin to begin withdrawing troops, as he has claimed he has been doing.
J'entends les déclarations du président Poutine. I hear Mr. Putin's declarations. I welcome Mr. Putin's declarations. But I consider that if one is to be a reliable partner, then actions must match these words. In this context of ongoing Russian military pressure, with increased acts of destabilization and the resumption of bombings in the zone of contact, first, we call for the end of military action and swift de-escalation. Secondly, we call for a return to constructive negotiations.
President Biden's remarks from the Roosevelt Room here at the White House at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on the Russia-Ukraine crisis will closely follow his conduct of a conference call with his transatlantic counterparts as they confront the most serious security crisis on the European continent in decades.